It's Williams at the 3. And for Chicago, all out there with White. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3. Pass to Vucevic. And Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboards.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
From deep, Thomas. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside, Ball. White, wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Johnson with a screen on White. Thomas, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Over in the corner, White. And the Bulls, another 3.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
From deep, Thomas. Good on the triple.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Deep 2 from Ball. And then Buzelis with the dollar.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Deep 2 from Ball. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pulls up on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And interesting, you know, Russell's jump shot looks something like a set shot, but that helps him maintain that good, solid base.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Ball against Russell. And it's Giddey in the corner. Over Williams. Ball, the pass to White. Just 5 on the clock. A 3. Ball, no good. Nets trail by 3. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Thomas got 5.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Buzelis' shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Thomas outside. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
And he nails the third. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Bangs home the trifecta.
3.
For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The wide open look here for Vucevic, and a miss there on the triple. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The 3 from Thomas. Buzelis grabs the board. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's White. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. The offensive rebound. Here's White. And again, Chicago. No good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Ball with it. Outside, White. Launches it. It's all tied in Chicago. And we've got more action coming your way after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward. On defense, Chicago. 3-point lead. Nets passing it around. Here's Melton. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Bulls now. Smith finds Giddey. And here is Williams. Jones, no one around him. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Clowney. Johnson in the corner. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defending.
And D'Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Here's Dosunmu. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Williams, a screen on Johnson. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Williams dishes to Smith. Back to Williams. Pass to Giddey. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Giddey, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Dosunmu finds Williams. Tipped away. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Here's Wilson. Buries it from 3-point range. Wilson's got 5 points now this quarter. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half the season. But we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the Nets coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordy Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break. And I'm happy, I know we all are, for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Ball from long range. Hands it from downtown. Ball's got 6.
He can pull up with the best of them. Ball solid with his jumper.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
From outside the arc, and it's White missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Johnson from outside, and it's White with the rebound. Well, Chicago's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Here's the screen. Thomas outside. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
This one for 3. And White, the bucket on the assist from Ball. He's got 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Trey Jones is checked in for Josh Giddey. White against Thomas. To the inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires for 3. Thomas, no good. Ball feeling it out a bit. A 3 ball. No good that time. Good if it goes. Buried from outside.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The shot
To bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got White. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Thomas got 14 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Brooklyn trailing. From past the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Deep 2 from Russell. Outside for Thomas. Latrey. And he's good on the 3 ball. 17 points in the game.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Ball, the pass to White. Back to Ball for the 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
And he wasted no time getting those points back. Great response from Ball.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Outside for Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And stolen by Williams. Outside Thomas. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. For the lead. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Thomas got 23 points.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Pass to Buzelis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thomas against Ball. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. The kick out to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Takes a three. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Ball kicks to Giddey. Vucevic, a screen on Williams. Pass to Buzelis. From deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Outside Russell. Upside Thomas. Jacks up a three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. Pass to Giddey. Vucevic is screen on Russell. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Here's White. No good from outside.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Vucevic.
Navigating his way inside. Well, once Vuce sees the lane open up, he jumps on it.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left here in the third quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern...
Oh, and he got the ball!
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered some distance.
Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. He's cashed in 9 times. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Sharp. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Clowney in at the 4 slot. Smith the pass to Dosunmu. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 5. Ripped away. Launches a 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
and his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. Johnson, the pass to Sharp. On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Dosunmu. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Wilson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Herter kicks to Smith. Back to Herter. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Dosunmu. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Herter, no good. The Nets with the lead. Wilson the pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to Wilson. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Herter. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. To take the lead. No good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
They set the pick. Pass to Clowney. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Sharp against Herter. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Dosunmu. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Dosunmu's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Bulls. Wilson kicks to Johnson. They can use a bucket. They grab their own miss. Pass to Watford. Sharp on the wing. Nets passing it around. From outside, off the mark. Chicago's done a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And it's Dosunmu with the chance.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. Williams against Vucevic. Kicks it out to Johnson. Hits the 3-point bomb.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Here we go, 1-on-1. And White, the bucket on the assist by Buzelis. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. Getting it done when their backs are against the wall. What a gritty play there from Ball.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Giddey with the screen on Russell. Ball against Williams. Ball kicks to Giddey. Williams with the steal. Thomas against White. Outside Thomas. It's Williams, high post. Back to Thomas. Outside Russell to take the lead. Buries the triple.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a three. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot three if they hope to tie it.
And so it's Brooklyn who scraped.
Wizards will get the first possession. Now Washington starting 5. We've got George. Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Sarr, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Vucevic finds White, just 2 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Wizards ball.
And it's Wizards ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that 3-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Poole. From deep, Sarr. And no good. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Ball. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Knocked away. Vucevic with a steal. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis sinks it from distance.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Here's Poole. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. Washington shooting their initial free throws of the game here. All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White.
Kobe White.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Poole. Kicks it out to Middleton. Drills it from deep.
He's a dangerous outside shooter. Middleton is someone you got to chase off that 3-point line.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. White on the wing. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Kispert's checked in for Washington. Now here's Poole. Lets it go from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. On the take, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
They're putting it on the deck. Wow, Buzelis is just dangerous on the move.
Kispert outside. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. Chicago leading. Giddey with it. Middleton covering. Out to the wing. Here's Ball. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
It's funny how much the defense has to focus more on not leaving their man when Giddey has the ball.
Pass to Sarr. Poole with the ball. They need this. Nails it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Poole. Outside Coulibaly. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Chicago has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
Now here's White. left side. Back to White. Here's Buzelis. Middleton covering. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Vucevic. First shot won't go. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Sarr. Takes the 3. They get it again. Kispert kicks it out to Middleton. Tries the spin move. Back to Kispert. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's all tied in Chicago. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. They've got Rashawn Holmes, George out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. Just 4 to shoot. Gets a very good look and converts. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Now here's Dosunmu. There's the triple. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Smart outside. Pass to Carrington. No one near him. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Carrington's got 5 points in the quarter.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Giddey. Now here's Smith. On the wing, Jones. Giddey with a screen on Smart. Outside Giddey. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Great positioning on the putback. Smart has got his first basket.
And you know, you don't see guards hanging around for the boards very often. Smartly done there by Marcus.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you.
A nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Wizards leading by 5. Pass to Carrington. Back to Smart for 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Williams from long range. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter, and bang, just kicks it out.
Here's Smart. Pass to Carrington. The 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Here's Williams. Jones with the ball. Guarded now by George. From behind the arc. That's good from Giddey. On the assist from Williams. Giddey's got 8 points.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. And he's going for the lob. Throw it down on the lob.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's DeSumo. Three-pointer. And Bay pulls it down. Can they get it? Shot's good by Carrington. Give him 8 points now.
And Bay with a good effort to just move the ball and keep his teammates involved.
DeSumo with it. Now guarded by Bay. Outside Giddey. The three is up. Buries it from three. And the Bulls lead by 2. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Carrington. No good on the triple. Chicago's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to DeSumo. From deep. It's rebounded by George. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Washington. Fires from the wing. And Washington again with the bucket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
DeSumo outside. No good from outside. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Chicago. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back after this.
The Wizards, 31.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ball in at the 1. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Buzelis has got 10 points in the game.
You get used to seeing that from Josh Giddey. The way he sees the court is just remarkable.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Poole from long range. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Stolen by Middleton. And the Wizards on the break.
Chicago foul. Buzelis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Coulibaly. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. He has 6. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Giddey. 11 points in the game. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the pick. There's Ball with a 3. And again, hits the Bulls from deep.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
Here's Poole. Kicks it to George. For 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Over to the left wing. Ball with it. He's got 5. Offensive rebound. Vucevic finds White. Back to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass. To the inside.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Ball passes to White. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. White on the wing. Pass to Buzelis. Ball outside. 5 to shoot. It's Giddey on the wing. Puts it up from 15. Good D by Middleton. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Poole with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Chicago.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. Champagnie, the pass to Smart. 6 to shoot. Pass to Poole. There's a screen. Here's Champagnie. And Vucevic with the block.
It's awesome seeing Vucevic go after blocks. When he makes his presence felt, it makes a difference.
For Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Ball. And it's Trey Jones in for Giddey. Now here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Inside. Now Smith lets it go from deep. The Bulls with another miss. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Smart for the lead. Chicago with a rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Champagnie. Washington trailing. Now here's Smart. Give him 8. Kispert outside. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Carrington. Good if it goes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Wizards, we've got Marcus Smart, and it's Gill in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Smith. Picked by Smith. Dosunmu, the pass to Jones. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Giddey. He can't get it to go. Kispert with some nice D. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Herter comes in for Dosunmu. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Smart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Brogdon against Jones. Right side Brogdon. Over to the wing. Here's Carrington.
Good contest as Herter's size really helping that time.
Four on the clock. Here's Carrington. Outside for Brogdon. The 3. And another miss by Washington. Bulls trail by 3. Herter passes to Collins. Outside Giddey. Back to Collins. Pass to Williams. Collins a screen. And here's Jones. Collins, left side. Jones, the pass to Collins. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Herter. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Ball. From the arc. Sinks it from distance. And it's all knotted up.
Yeah, that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Now here's Middleton. George, a screen on Giddey. Middleton finds George. Back to Middleton. George outside. Puts up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
For 3.
Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Ball. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Lonzo Ball, give me pressure. I'll show you what I can do.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for Washington. And here's Coulibaly. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Herter's checked in for Giddey. And a change for the Wizards. Smart's checked in for Poole. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's George. Smart for 3. And Smart nails the triple.
Coming through in a big-time moment. Smart doesn't back away from the spotlight at all.
Ball with it. Guarded now by Smart. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's White. Here's Buzelis. George defending. 5 on the clock. Here's Buzelis. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Sarr pulls it in. Herter against George. Smart outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls trail by 3. Ball into the lane. And Ball throws it down.
Lonzo can score. He drives like that with intent.
Here's Sarr. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. That shot missing. The Bulls have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. There's a screen. White, pass to Vucevic. Ball right side. Pass to Buzelis. Ball, a screen on Middleton. Here's Buzelis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Middleton with a screen on Vucevic. Smart passes to Middleton. And another miss by Washington. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. It's Herter on the wing. Outside White. Pass to Ball. To take the lead. Oh, he missed it! And so the ball out of bounds. Smart texted last. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
But the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So it's...
young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Middleton, a screen on Thomas. There's the triple. Washington gets it back and a new 14. Here's Coulibaly. He's guarded by Thomas. Coulibaly, no good. Poole against Russell. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. Williams scanning the floor. 5 on the clock. From deep, Thomas. It's hauled in by George. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
And here is Thomas following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. And oh, what a play by Thomas. Thomas got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's George on the wing. Back to Middleton. George with the screen on Williams. Middleton can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Thomas with it. Picked up by Poole. Pass to Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. And it's off from three-point range. For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside for George. Middleton the pass to George. Middleton, a screen on Claxton. Back to Middleton. Outside, George. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Wizards trail by 3. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. And the three ball is good.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Thomas kicks to Williams. Back to Thomas.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Johnson in the corner. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. And Russell gets it to go.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Here's Coulibaly, still without a basket. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And Washington has possession. Following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. The three from Poole. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn leading by 6. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here is Thomas. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Fires the three. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 5. Pass to Sarr. Middleton on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Sarr. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Outside Thomas. Here's Russell with the three. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Nets. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got D'Anthony Melton. Also Johnson out there. Sharp out there with Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Koulibaly. Kispert dishes to Middleton. Kispert setting the pick for Middleton. Back to Kispert. Middleton left side. Three-pointer. Kispert, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Sharp. Nets passing it around. There's the screen. Williams with a clean look. Offline with his 3. Wizards trail by 5. It's Brogdon on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Brogdon the pass to Kispert. Back to Brogdon. Driving inside. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Kispert's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards. Melton feeling it out a bit. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Middleton, a screen on Melton. Brogdon with it. Williams picks him up for 3. Middleton kept alive by Washington. Pass to Koulibaly. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Koulibaly's got the lead up to 1 now for Washington. Melton against Brogdon. For 3. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Sarr's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
And here is Williams, following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Melton against Brogdon. Sarr sets the screen for Brogdon. Pass to Sarr. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Buries it from 3-point range. Clowney's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Kispert. Back to Brogdon. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. From downtown, rebounded by the Nets. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Clowney. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards trail by 5. And D'Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Wizards, George is checked in for Corey Kispert. And Poole subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. 1:04 left now here in the second. Koulibaly with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Poole with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Poole's got 6.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
It's Thomas outside. The rebound by Middleton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
On the wing, George. Middleton, a screen on Johnson. George. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Coulibaly. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Middleton can't get it to go.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Claxton's got his first 2 points.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Coulibaly, no good. Outside Thomas. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. George is out there with Song. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Smart. And it's Coulibaly in at the 2 spot. Now here's Smart. Beyond the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
So it's the Wizards now, following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Coulibaly, no good. Pass to Johnson. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas from outside the arc, and the Nets another 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. There's Williams with the 3. Rebounded by Smart.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Outside for George. And stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Moving it up. Claxton the pass to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. Trains the 3-pointer. Williams has got... points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Coulibaly gets it to go.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Nets leading by 13. There's Thomas with the 3. It fails to fall, now shooting just a little better than 50%, 5 for 9. Here's Smart. Drills it from outside. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Here's Smart after the basket by Brooklyn.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggered.
2 times. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be
Officials
2
can
minutes
review
to
in
review
closer
play.
detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw good from Thomas. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Outside Thomas. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. For 3, Kispert drains it from beyond the arc. Kispert's got 9.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Sharp sets the pick for Johnson. Pass to Sharp. There's Thomas at the 3. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. And here's Kispert from the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Thomas. Nets passing it around. 4 on the clock. Johnson finds Sharp. And the Nets miss again. Kispert with it. Cam Thomas getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Johnson. Also, Trendon Watford is out there. Wilson out there with Sharp. And it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Carrington sinks the triple. Carrington's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Washington.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Johnson, the pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to Wilson. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Outside, Smart. In the corner, Bay with it. Pass to Champagny. In the corner, Bay with it. Outside, Smart. Here's Carrington. Covered by Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Corey Kispert's checked in for Gill. Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to Clowney. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Sharp, the pass to Johnson. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's Carrington. Bay with a screen on Johnson. Here's Carrington. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Clowney. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the quick three. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Thomas, good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Poole driving the lane. They get a hand on it and stolen by Russell. Thomas surveying the D. Inside. The kick out to Williams. Paxton sets the screen for Williams. Offensive rebound. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
In transition, here come the Wizards. And George gets it to go.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Williams for three. Another miss by Williams.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And it's George missing. Nets leading by 13. The three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And George kicks to Poole. Middleton up top. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. From deep, Johnson. Rebound, Washington. From the arc. Middleton can't get it to go. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Poole against Russell. Poole, the pass to Sarr. He's looking for Williams and finds him. There's Russell with the three. It's good from long range. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of
Giddy in at the small forward position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the 3. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the wing, right side. Ball against Russell. Stolen by Russell.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Pass to Thomas. White against Williams. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ball with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
And here's Thomas from the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. From deep, Giddy. Doesn't go for him.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Johnson passes to Thomas. Fires the 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
The shot by Buzelis is no good. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Russell. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Ball outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Williams. The 3 from Russell. Knocks down the triple. Russell's got 6 points.
Possessing a shoot-first mindset. In terms of scoring, Russell's arsenal impressive.
Good chance here for Ball. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Johnson. Russell, the pass to Williams. Back to Russell. Now here's Williams.
First quarter.
The 3. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 5. And they double up Ball. White on the wing. 4-3. The rebound by the Nets. Thomas outside. Russell with the ball. Now guarded by White. They grab their own miss. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Jones, he's checked in for Giddey. And here's Thomas from the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league, and when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. Outside, Williams. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Russell. Knocks down the long J. Russell's got 11.
An assortment of shots at Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
White for 3. Williams grabs the board. Nets leading by 7. Here's the 3. And he can't get that one. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Brooklyn making some changes. Clowney comes in for Johnson, and it's Melton in for Russell. And a change for the Bulls. Josh Giddey's checked in for White. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game. Wilson's checked in for Melton. And here are the Bulls now. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. 4-point game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
First personal foul.
Here's DeSumo. Pass to Smith. Back to DeSumo. Outside Giddey. Takes the 3. That shot is off. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Trey Jones is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Williams in at the 4-man position. Now here's Williams. Yet to see a basket. Johnson for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Williams passes to Giddey. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeSumo. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Johnson. Outside, Williams. Here's Clowney. Sinks the tray. Clowney's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Three-pointer sharp. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Williams from long range. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Wilson passes to Williams. Jacks up a 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, That's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Smith passes to Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Clowney. He's got 6. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Clowney's got 9 points in the quarter.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
DeSumo, count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Brooklyn has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Here's Clowney. Williams defending. Williams on the wing. No points yet. Clock at 4. From deep, Johnson. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Jones with the ball. Now Sharp defending. Pass to Williams. Left side Giddey. It's Giddey on the wing. Picked by Smith. Lets a 3 fly. And it's Giddey with the 3. Giddey's got 6.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Wilson. That 3's off the mark.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Jones finds Williams. Some room here for Jones. And Chicago again with a bucket. 44 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Clowney. Here's Wilson. From the wing. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Giddey's got space. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wilson. He drops it from range. And now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
These are his first free throws of the game. That's good from Smith. Both teams deciding to change it up. Smith hits them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by White. From downtown. The shot no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Nets leading by 3. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Well, the Nets shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Claxton. Back to Thomas. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Thomas has got 10 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Thomas against White. Thomas, left side. Outside Johnson. 4 on the clock. Williams from long range. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 6. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Thomas. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Offensive board. The Bulls trail by 3. White, the pass to Giddey. Back to White for the tie. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Russell. And the Bulls also making a change. Williams is checked in. Here's Johnson. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. The 3 from Ball. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Johnson. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Count it.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
Shot on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Nets lead by 3. Pass to Giddey. Now Ball. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Williams in the post. He's guarded by White. Williams passes to Wilson. Williams a screen on Ball. White against Williams. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Ball with the rebound. Bulls trail by 3. White for 3. The shot misses.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
3-pointer. Wilson, no good. The Bulls have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Giddey finds Williams. Rebounded by Johnson.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Claxton with it. Now guarded by White. Connects from downtown. Wilson's got 8.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Ball passes to Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Nets leading by 6. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Clowney comes in for Johnson. Lewis has checked in for Wilson, and Watford subbed in for Williams. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Smith comes in for Williams. Desumu, he's checked in for Ball. And it's Jones in for Giddey. It could go. He knocks it down.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
We thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. The third quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn out in front, up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for Chicago, Josh Giddey out there with Smith. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Collins in at the 5, down low. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
On the floor for your number 26.
Timmy. And the 3 off target. The Bulls trail by 4. Fires for 3. Lowry pulls it in. Tipped away. Let's go with a 3. And it's Collins with the 3. Collins has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. 3-pointer. Chicago with a rebound. To take the lead. Clowney pulls it in. The Nets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And now the Bulls in transition. That gives them the lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Timmy, Giddey defends. He buries it from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
For 3, Collins can't get it to drop. The Nets with the lead. Timmy, defended by Jones. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And the Bulls lead by 2. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
On target from range.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back 3.
Driving in. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Kobe White, he's checked in for Huerter. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. All no good. Brooklyn has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Giddey. Launches it. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. The Nets have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Thomas for 3, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago's shooting at about 44% so far. Outside White. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Johnson passes to Thomas. Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Ball against Russell. Ball no good. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball right side. Pass to Buzelis. Now Vucevic. Oh, offline. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. Just don't want them to run out the clock.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
Ball passes to White. Back to Ball. From deep, Giddey. Oh, it goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Johnson and Claxton control the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the 3.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Here's Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Second shot opportunity. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Johnson for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul. Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Thomas against White. The kick out to Williams. The 3 ball. Collins with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Kept alive.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Thomas misses. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 5 here in OT. Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Ball with it. To take the lead. The shot off that time. And Russell's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. The lead is 2. On the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. rebound. And it's the Bulls' ball. To tie it up. Russell with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left in the OT period. White with the steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Good! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Another time! And we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride on the line now. White against Thomas. Takes a three. They get the rebound. Chicago shooting just 42% so far in the game. Collins, he's checked in for Vucevic.
Bulls substitution. Number 12, Zach Collins.
There's a screen. Ball with it. And it's Thomas picking him up. White, the pass to Collins. Collins a screen. Here's Ball. Oh, drains the 19-footer. And the Bulls lead by 2.
I like watching Ball be assertive on offense, especially looking for a shot from the mid-range.
Thomas, that's good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Bulls on offense. Here's Ball. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Thomas from the arc. Buzelis grabs the board. Here's the break. Here's White. Collins finds White. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Against Johnson. Second chance shot, and it's Ball off the drive. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Thomas against White. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. Off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And here's Collins for 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Johnson on the wing. Leaps for it. White with the steal. Herter with it. Guarded now by Williams. The lob. Very well done.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Thomas outside. Pass to Johnson. Williams on the wing. Herter defending. Thomas outside. Shot to stop the run. It falls. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
And he buries it. And that one brings him within 1.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Count it!
And they do have a foul to give if needed. The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Johnson a screen on White. Outside Johnson. Here's Claxton. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game! And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Ball. And we're headed to another OT. A breathtaking defensive stop to stay alive. Again, we're tied up as time runs out. We'll go to a third overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to lay down. Russell from deep three-point land. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Okay now, Rook. Zealous. Showing he can finish with some power.
Brooklyn trailing. Johnson a screen on White. Knocks it loose. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by White. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Chicago making a switch here. Collins checked in. White against Thomas.
Last 2 minutes to play.
6 to shoot. And he drives in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Kobe White picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Giddy with it. Claxton picks him up. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both.
That puts them over the foul limit with plenty of time left. They have to be careful now.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Ball. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And that one falls for Ball.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
And the Nets shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Here's Thomas using his post moves to get the 2 points. Thomas has got 33. And Ball will bring it up here for the Bulls. Unable to get that one. Here's Claxton. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Williams passes to Claxton. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Bulls shooting around 44%. Not bad. Ball no good. Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Pass to Russell from deep 3-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And the Nets lead by 7. To halt the run. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
To the left wing. The kick out to Williams. Thomas outside. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Williams, first personal foul, 4th team foul.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Chicago with a board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
There's Ball with a 3. The shot, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now, here's Poole. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's stolen by Buzelis. Vucevic to the pass to White. All going up court. Left side, Ball. Washington with the rebound. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Coulibaly with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time.
First personal.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Poole against Ball. Pass to Coulibaly. Connects from three-point range. Coulibaly's got the game going here with the first basket for the Wizards. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Traps in the trade. George has got 6.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
A three-pointer is right on target.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Blocking foul called on Kobe White. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Coulibaly. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
It goes on Kobe White. Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Another 3 for Chicago.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Here's George. Pass to Coulibaly. No good on the 3. Chicago leading. Vucevic to the pass to White. And Vucevic kicks the ball. Now here's White. He's defended by Coulibaly. Now Vucevic, just 5 to shoot. Ball with a wide open look. Another 3 for Chicago.
Mega shot there from the coffin corner. It is fun to watch Ball shoot those and knock them down.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 13.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Back to Poole. And they get it. Kicks it down to Middleton. Driving in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you overplay Middleton to shoot the J. This is what he can do.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. White finds Ball. White a screen on Poole. Ball the pass to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Poole. Out to the right wing. Here's Czar. Back to Poole. George with the screen on Ball. Wizards need to get a shot off here. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got 5.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Ball with the bucket.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Outside for George. It's stolen by Vucevic. White drives in. Pass to Vucevic. Here's ball. Guarded by Poole. From the corner. That shot misses. Up in time. The shot missing. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the 3-point. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
They've got Kispert. Marcus Smart is out there with Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. Breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Thank you. Now, here's Holmes. Pass to Coulibaly. There's the pick. Here's Smart. Here's Coulibaly. Back to Smart. Shoots the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Coulibaly. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Coulibaly with it. At the elbow, it's Kispert. Here's Middleton. Back to Kispert. There's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Now here's Giddey. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Jones. Outside, Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. Defense is right there. Williams finds Collins. Rebound by Kispert.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Stolen by Jones. Now here's Giddey, defended by Kispert. On the wing, Giddey releases, and Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Great, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And here's Collins, following the 3-pointer by Corey Kispert. Smart against Jones. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Jones. That's his first foul. Both teams changing it up here.
Team foul.
1:52 left in the first half. Smart against Ball.
Bulls foul.
When it comes to the league's most physical defenders, Richard, look no further than Marcus Smart.
Yeah, he's someone that has no problem sacrificing his body. Whether that's taking charges or diving after loose balls, he is relentless.
Johnson, he's checked in for Coulibaly. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Ball puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Williams kicks to Ball. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. Nailed from 3-point land.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Pass to Carrington. Kispert with it, working on Williams. Here's Carrington. Traps in the tray.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Ball to pass to Vucevic. Ball up top. Williams sets a screen for Ball. Rebound by the Wizards. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Holmes driving to the basket. Pass to Carrington. Kispert. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Herter's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Carrington. Johnson with a screen on Herter. Johnson outside. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Jones, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Josh Giddey. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's White in at the 2-guard spot. Well, Chicago has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Connects from three-point range. Buzelis has got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Coulibaly. It's tipped. Kicks it down to Middleton. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 8 points.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
It's blocked.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Back to Coulibaly. Second shot opportunity. Outside for George. Clock at 6. Middleton with a screen for George. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 8.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Poole against Ball. It's White on the wing. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Jordan Poole.
Number 15, Malcolm Brogdon.
Outside, Ball. Lets it go from deep. And there's Buzelis on the assist from Ball.
3-point field.
And that's now 9 points for Buzelis. The shot by Brogdon wide open. The putback. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading by 5. Over in the corner, White. And a miss there on the triple. Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Washington making some changes. Bay comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic, and it's Williams in for Buzelis. Now, here's Brogdon. In the corner, it's Sarr. From deep, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got to get out.
Johnson. With the clock winding down, and Sarr throws it down.
That board looked easy for Sarr at 7-1. You expect second chance opportunities like that.
Top of the key, Giddey. White setting the pick for Giddey. To the left wing. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
Chicago making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Ball hits them both. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Brogdon against Giddey. Sarr sets the screen for Johnson. He takes it in. Outside to Brogdon. Out to the right wing. Here's Sarr. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. 1:09 left to play here in the third. And here is Giddey. Herter setting the pick for Giddey. Herter passes to Giddey. Pulls up from the corner. Kicks it out to Collins. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Giddey's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Johnson against Herter. There's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Cianbeni's got his first 3 points of the game.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Herter, great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside for Smart. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Chicago with their lead standing at 6 points. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a 6th sense.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Sadiq Bey is out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Bull substitution. 0. Kobe White.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point lead. Pass to Dosunmu. Right of screen. Clock at 4. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones looking for an opening. Right of screen. Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Staying in attack mode. Smart earning that and one all by himself.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Washington. The Bulls leading by 7, pushing it up. White, good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Bay. Lets the 3 fly. And Jones pulls it down. And for the Bulls, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. White the pass to Dosunmu. White a screen. Out to Smith. Back to Dosunmu. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bulls.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for the shooters and then converting.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Wizards. The Wizards making a switch here. Sar's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Dosunmu.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Collins, a screen on Smart. Kicks it out to Collins. A three-pointer is right on target. Collins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Smart, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Smart passes to Middleton. They need this. It's not going to go for him. The Bulls leading by 15. White, wide open. He fires. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shaw. Back to Smart. There's the triple. And the 3 ball is good.
Right. Smart can be a difference maker from deep. Doesn't always shoot the best shots, but he's got the confidence to knock them down.
To the paint. Outside to Brogdon. Pass to Middleton.
Remaining in the 4th quarter. 2 minutes.
Now here's Bay. Poked away. Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Collins dishes the ball. Kicks it out to Collins. And again, no good by Chicago.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Nice shot by Smart.
Look, Marcus Smart understands how to get himself going. And once he catches fire, oh, this man's going to stay aggressive now.
Outside, Ball. Offensive rebound.
Wizards foul. Saddiq Bey. 2nd personal foul. 5th team foul.
The first free throw is good. Washington making some changes. George is checked in for Bay. Koulibaly comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Poole subbed in for Smart. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Middleton with a screen for Song. Takes it down to Middleton. Pass to Song. It's stolen by White.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bulls.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watch them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lonzo Ball.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Now, here's Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Poole. Ball, no good. Poole finds Middleton. Here's Buzelis, and that comes off the assist by Giddey. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
They both.
Here we go.
Pile up assist.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Clock at 2. Here's Thomas. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Sarr passes to Middleton. Bay from long range. Rebounded by the Nets. Thomas outside. Outside Russell. Back to Thomas. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you.
You love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed for the open man.
Outside for Russell. Launches a 3. Pure from 3. Point range.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now here's Thomas. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. takes the three, and the Nets another three.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Smart. Knocks it down from distance.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Johnson against Bay. They set the screen. Back to Thomas. Smart looking around. Outside for Bay. Smart against Russell. And Smart with the bucket on the assist from Bay. Smart's got 5.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. The Wizards trail by 7. Smart with the ball. And it's Thomas picking him up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And we've got Elena Delle Donne courtside. What a career she's had here in D.C.
Oh, man, bringing a championship here with the Mystics. Elena is a bucket. Can score at will.
The Wizards making a switch here. George is checked in. And a change for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Williams.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent. A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Russell finds Johnson. Outside for Russell. Back to Johnson. Pass to Russell. Outside Johnson. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Smart with the ball, and it's Thomas picking him up. Outside Coulibaly. Lets it go from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Nets leading by 8. The 3 from Russell. That shot off the mark. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. George outside. Middleton against Thomas. Smart outside. Drains the triple. Smart's got 10 points.
And now he's gone streaking where 1 leads to 2, which leads to 3. That's big trouble for the defense.
Johnson for 3. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn out in front. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Jordan Poole. Rashawn Holmes is out there with George. Then there's Sadiq Bey, and it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Clowney, good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Poole, kicks it to George. Pass to Holmes. Here's Poole. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Melton.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Kispert's checked in for Holmes. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Carrington. Fires for three. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Washington.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
No one covering.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Brent, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Now, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances. And sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, BA, it is spectacular.
Williams with it. He's picked up by Kispert. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Clowney. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Washington making some changes. Holmes, he's checked in for Bay. Chris Middleton comes in for Kispert. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Poole. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Williams. Johnson with a bucket. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
Washington shooting their first free throws of this game. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, BA, and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And it's Middleton driving. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
Well, the D had no chance, and Chris Middleton on the rise.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
Thomas outside.
Wizards foul. Harrington. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Clowney. That's tipped. Clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Brogdon against Johnson. Puts up a three. And it's Brogdon missing. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Claxton. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Thomas finds Johnson. Back to Thomas. Misses the three. Washington's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Pass to Carrington. Fires from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Thomas from the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. George outside. Here's Carrington. There's the triple. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson with it. Middleton covering. Pass to Thomas. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Thomas has got 5 now.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Shots good by Carrington.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And there's the screen. Here's Thomas for three. And the Nets, another three.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Marcus Smart. Man, has he been playing well.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's five. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the three, the small forward. Thomas finds Claxton. Outside Russell. 5 on the clock. He shoots it. It's rebounded by Washington. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Smart. Back to Coulibaly. Stolen by Russell. And now the Nets on the break. Williams from long range. Now here's Thomas. Back to Williams. 4 on the clock. Second chance effort. Jump shot is good that time. Williams has got 7 points. Wizards trail by 8. Smart outside from deep. Sarr knocks down the triple.
There's still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package. And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Back to Russell. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot.
Wizards foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Thomas outside. 2 on the clock. 6 to shoot. Claxton passes to Williams. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And Claxton throws it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it's Smart missing. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Williams. Inside. Claxton. Rebound by Middleton. The Wizards have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Oh, look at Smart. Gets all the way to the rack.
Yeah, when he's on, he is on. And Smart showing us his whole game in this
Remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Middleton against Russell. Pass to Thomas. Outside for Russell. Uneasy 2 on the layup. Russell's got 5 points.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Now Coulibaly. Back to Smart. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Middleton from the outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Russell. Thomas outside. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. And now an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. 1:05 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Poole. Poole working the interior.
And Poole can make some of those inside off-balance opportunities look easy.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Pass to Wilson. Williams against Bay. And Williams punches it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Carrington no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the inside. Johnson on the wing. Screen by Claxton. Johnson passes to Wilson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Nets, another three.
3-point field goal.
Here's Carrington. 6 points for him. Outside Koulibaly. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Well, he knows the defense.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Rashawn Holmes. Kispert is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Champagnie at the 4. That's the group for Washington right now. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Champagnie's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
There's the 3. And the Nets miss again. Wizards trail by 6. Kispert outside. Outside for Brogdon. The 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Outside Johnson. Here's Clowney. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the Nets lead by 6.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And using every part of his 6'5", 229-pound frame, Brogdon forces the defense to foul.
Lewis is checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Clowney. Brooklyn leading by 4. Thomas outside. Pass to Sharp. Sharp, a screen on Brogdon. Johnson passes to Lewis. Thomas with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Watford outside. The 3 is up. And the Nets, another 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Pure from 3-point range.
Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
And it's Thomas on the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Incredible! I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Here's Brogdon. Drives to the hoop. Three-pointer Holmes. Lewis with the rebound. Nets leading by 6. Thomas outside. Fires the 3. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Lewis, defended by Kispert. Lewis can't get it to go. The Wizards have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. That one's good from Kispert on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Thomas passes to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Pass to Sharp. This one for 3. Rebound Washington.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Outside Brogdon. Lets the 3 fly. Sharp grabs the miss. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Thomas outside. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Watford. And here's Sharp. Back to Watford. They set the pick. Here's Thomas. Fires the 3. No good. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Carrington. Thomas defends. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he buried the 3.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Carrington. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court. Washington foul. Marcus Smart. First personal foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
At the line for the Nets.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.